2 of the 2005 Red Bull Air Race World Series. The location, Rotterdam. This air race concept was devised by Red Bull with assistance from former test pilot Peter Bagnulo. It features pilots from 7 nations testing their skills against the clock. With spectacular locations around the globe, this exciting new sport is truly world-class.
So we're here at the second stop, and this is going to, kind of set the standard who's in the top, and we still got a long way to go, but it would be great to win the series overall, and this is just, one of 7 or 8 parts to do it.
Well, the Netherlands is a very small country, about the smallest in Europe, but very dynamic. And Rotterdam is going for it, and they have a slogan, geen woorden maar daden, which is don't speak, just do it.
The hopes of Holland rest on the shoulders of their top pilot, Frank Verstegen.
It's more a way of life. Everything has to do with aviation, and I love flying. I love it. There was a neighbor a long time ago in 1982. He invited me for a flip in a glider. And I've never flown before. For me, it was like coming home. Like the third dimension triggered me so much. It was so inspiring. I left everything for flying. In an airplane, I'm happy. The third dimension takes me away, and I'm happy in my airplane. We have been training at Drachten for 2 days. Then we decided what is a good part to show the pilots in the Netherlands. And then we decided let's go for Ameland. It's very relaxed over here. That's the reason we're here, to relax and free the mind and concentrate on the important thing, and that's flying.
Yeah, it's been great here in the Netherlands. This is my first time to visit this country, and it's beautiful. We've had a good time, a little bit of training, a little bit of relaxing, and it's been very nice.
Holland's been fantastic. We've been looked after very well. We're enjoying ourselves here, and we're looking forward to moving down to Rotterdam.
Let's move again. Time next year, you can find me on the river's end. Let's groove again.
Well, here we are. We've just landed in Rotterdam at the international airport. I see it's been cool, and here we are on a dockyard, which has been turned into an airport, and it's fantastic. The runway here is superb and looks fantastic from the air, and here we are.
Well, the talking's over, adrenaline's high, and race day is here. Round 1 took place in the spectacular location of Abu Dhabi and really set the standard for the series to follow. A huge crowd of 200,000 saw the American Mike Mangold run out third. Britain's Steve Jones grabbed second, and a scintillating display by Hungary's Peter Bezsonyi gave him the win. His margin of nearly 8 seconds, by his own admission, was a surprise.
Yeah, I was lucky in the Abu Dhabi. The Abu Dhabi track was different. It was more technical. In Rotterdam we have a quite speedy track, and I will see.
Air race rules are simple. Combined times over 2 rounds with 14 gates and compulsory aerobatics thrown in. As if that's not enough, here in Rotterdam the clock starts and stops under the bridge. Excessive speed at the start, incorrect execution of a manoeuvre or a gate missed means time added on. Who better to show us the course than fastest qualifier Mike Mangle?
I'm up in the air, take off, checking the winds, looking at the course, and as I get my 30-second call, smoke on camera on, now I dive. Diving down in, underneath the bridge, slight change, gate number 1. Gate number 2 is the left knife, immediately to the right, through gate 3, swing over gate 4, and right up to the vertical. Check, half roll, hard down. Just let it stay inverted for a while, enjoy the view. It's really nice here. It accelerates better inverted. Half roll out, pick up the next gate, which is the quadro, all right? And now, top of the airplane to the crowd, through the quadro, and then coming up on the bridge, gate, maximum G right here, 10.5 Gs, just get it around the corner, and now when we get inverted, let the airplane accelerate in the dive. As I go through this thing, I'm trying to get a lineup to go from 7 to 8, so I get a straight shot here. Get the correct lineup, little adjustments, immediately come through and back to the half cube. Half roll, all right, and then focus on the next gate before the quadro. Line up, straight up to the vertical. You're gonna pump the stick to make the tightest corner on the top without stalling the airplane. And now as we come down the hill, it's just acceleration, a nice smooth roll to line up for the cube and 8 gate. Okay, through this gate number here, and now just count 1, 2, 3. Reverse direction, again about 10.5 Gs. And this time it's almost pulling straight down. Half roll, you got to get down level without smacking the water and lined up with the same gate you just went through. Through that gate, and now it's just acceleration to the quadro, over towards the bridge, through the final gate, underneath the bridge, pull up, yahoo! It's over.
We thought 200,000 people in Abu Dhabi was amazing, but here we have over 3 times that. They've come not just from the Netherlands, but from surrounding countries and line the banks of the Maas River.
For the first time in my life, I feel home pressure.
Even during practice, Frank was burdened with responsibility.
Now how to deal with it.
Round 1 was the real test, and everyone raised their game. 2 bad qualifying runs by Alex McLean made him all the more determined. The Russian-built Sukhoi was a handful, but he was on the scoreboard. Local man Frank Versteeg's 2-seater was hard work too, and he knows there's work to do for round 2 with local pressure firmly on. Frenchman Nicolas Ivanov made good time, but a wrong move handed him a 3-second penalty. Paul Bonhomme raised British hopes at the split time, but the second part of the course proved hard and he slipped back. Steve Jones, having a day off from British Airways, looked in great form, but fell short of his own high expectations, but looks to improve.
Yeah, I'm a bit disappointed. I don't know where I lost the time. Opportunity to improve at one more flight in about 20 minutes' time, so I hope for the best.
Berliner Klaus Schroth stunned everyone with the first run under 1 minute 40 and showed he'd be a tough man to beat in round 2. Series leader Peter Bezhinier was very fast and precise. The Hungarian was inch perfect and is confident there's more to come as he went third.
So now I'm ready to go faster. We'll see.
One of the favourites coming into the race, Kirby Chambliss, lived up to the expectation and put himself in good shape with second quickest.
Right now, you know, it really doesn't matter. Second, first, doesn't matter because it's not over yet.
The climax of round one was the near-perfect display by America's Mike Mangold. It was a close call, but he did enough to go top.
It was a good run. Could have been a little faster at the start. Couple little hairy parts in there. I still had 10.1 Gs, so I think I had good maximum G that I was looking for. I'm going to go out and try and go faster on the next one. Why not?
What amazing action from round one. These planes are the Formula One cars of the aviation world, and they need to be. Let's find out a bit more.
This airplane here is an Edge 540. It's built in the United States. Just going over some very quick and dirty things here. Basics is this is the stick. By pulling it back, the airplane goes up. You push it forward, the airplane goes down. Push it to the left, the airplane will bank to the left. And push it to the right, it'll bank to the right. We got rudder pedals that controls the yaw, makes the nose go this way and that way. That's the rudder pedals down there. What they do is they move the rudder when you push the pedals, and that makes the airplane yaw. When you pull back on the stick, the elevator here, as you can see, comes up. That pushes the tail down, makes the nose go up. So as we say, the houses get littler. So, and then same, pushing it forward, this goes down, pushes the tail up, the nose goes down.
The airplane weighs about 1,150 pounds with 340 horsepower. To think of it in automobile terms, most automobiles weigh 3,200 to 3,400 pounds and have less horsepower than that. So they weigh 3 times as much and have less horsepower. This is a horizontally opposed 6-cylinder engine. The equivalent might be the engine that Porsche uses in their car. This has 540 cubic inches, so it's a little larger than a Porsche engine. It's designed to be the best aerobatic airplane in the world.
As round two kicked off, it was McLean first away again, but he struggled to master the course. 3 penalties ruled him out of contention. Home crowds or not, Frank Versteeg was unable to improve. Had he not incurred a 10-second speeding penalty, he'd have fared much better. Flying for France, Nicolas Ivanov was clean with no penalties and went first, some 20 seconds inside the best so far. Paul Bonhomme was next. Somewhat disappointed with round one, the Briton had the bit between his teeth as he attacked Ivanov's time. Fellow Briton Steve Jones was superb. With a controlled and immaculate display, he showed his class and moved first to throw the gauntlet down. "700,000 people lining the banks of the Maas River here in Rotterdam, and this, the climax of the event, is what they've come to see. The 4 quickest pilots from round one about to add to their earlier times.
I'm flying through it in my mind. You have to feel the airplane even in your imagination to smell the whatever it is. You have to come as close as possible to the reality.
Dropping from a maximum ceiling of 1,500 feet, attacking the bridge then. The first man in round one to go under the 1:40 barrier, and he goes under the bridge at 3:41.42. Horizontal through gate 1, left knife edge through 2. Klaus Schroten there, Versteeg just watching the proceedings. He knows full well that this man is an absolute ace. Into that double roll, down the other side, pulling it over. That is the perspective from inside the cockpit. Goodness knows with the immense amount of G-force that these pilots undergo, how they can even maintain any level of concentration. A knife edge through gate 6, hard on the stick, climbing again. 10, 11 Gs at this point. Feet almost going through the bottom of the aircraft. These very lightly built 650 kilogram, largely carbon fiber planes, level flight through 7. On through 8, level flight, then a dog leg and a knife edge through 9, and cranking it up high for the sky. Immense G-force at this point, into the half Cuban, just 1 roll on the way down, leveling it up again. A singular pass through gate 10 before he climbs again into another roll, a full roll. That's the perspective, looking back down now at the earth beneath. Klaus Schroth, this is a really good time. 250, 251, this is fast, this is very fast. Another half Cuban before the final run in through the 3 last gates. And approaching 12, it'll be straight through 12, a knife edge through 13. And interesting, Peter Bagnulo just looking at the airfield, the Red Bull International Airfield, very close to the proceedings here. The run in, the clock is running, the clock is running. He is well inside, under 10 seconds, and Schroth takes the lead.
Your total time 3 minutes, 14 seconds and 18. You're on first place.
It's very similar feeling when I fly by my plane. The feeling is similar when I play piano. I know my instrument, I know what my instrument wants to do, and we are doing it together.
2 times world aerobatic champion, former test pilot Peter Bagnulo, 136.97 his first round time, 3rd quickest. He came here leader of the series, and he's really got it to do. But his hallmark, his trademark, is neat, tidy, precise flying. Just look at the responsive attitude of that aircraft as he pulls it up into the sky and up over after the first 4 gates. That double roll, heading down again. Time in the air is time wasted. The clock is ticking away. Get it down, Peter. Get it hard into gate 5. This knife edge through here, which he does very clean. Through 6th level, back on the stick again. That immense G-force, up and over. Klaus back at the airport, watching intently. All of this action is unfolding virtually on his doorstep. He knows his time is up there to be beaten, and he is desperate to keep his nose in front, but he's played his hand. There's nothing he can do. He just has to stand and watch. Bagnulo looking really tight. A good knife edge out of 9 into that half Cuban, keeping it as low as he can, but also getting the attitude right on the aircraft, ready for the run down to gate 10. Horizontal flight. Back again on the stick into a roll. A roll again on the way down. Gate 11 beckons. The time looking good. The clock is running. He's quick. He's very, very quick. Is it going to be quick enough? 1 more half Cuban out of 11. They go on there, pull it back, because it takes a little while to get the aircraft level and lined up before the 3 gates approaching the finish. 3:04, Mike Mangold running through the motion in his head. These pilots get the course fixed in their brain, and I have to say, just as we in the commentary box have had to do, the bridge beckons, he goes second, he's outside 1.5 seconds, he goes second.
Race control number 2, Peter. Your time is 3 minutes, 15 seconds and 73. You're on 2nd place.
For me, I've been doing, competition stuff for over 20 years and stuff, and it's just part of it. You can still be friendly, but like you said on race day, it's all about winning.
Well, with 2 very fast Americans to go at this moment in time, Peter Bagnulo is on the rostrum, but any one of these 2 guys can knock him off. Nobody knows that better than him. Kirby Chambliss. He is one of the favourites coming into this competition, and we've every reason to believe that he's going to live up to expectations. He's looking good. In the Edge 540, immensely powerful, this big 6-cylinder Lycoming engine, revving at about 2,800, but pulling an immense amount of horsepower. Over he goes. The clock is running. Chambliss then, swooping down towards this knife edge at gate 5. There it is. That's pretty keen through. There's the split, 209. Let's see how he fit. Oh, he's inside. 2.26 into the half Cuban. He is underneath Schroth's time and looking unbelievably good. This is fantastic. Now, level flight through 7, level through 8, and then that critical knife edge through 9, which he must get. He's heading for 9 now, turns it right. He's hit the gate. He's hit the right-hand gate. Will get a penalty. The judges will not have missed that. There will be 3 seconds added on for that at least, because he hit the... There it is. There it is. He has gone outside Schroth's time. He's incurred the penalty. He's 4.6 over. Well, is Rostrom now looking decidedly dodgy, and back at the airport, Klaus will be jubilant. Nobody likes to score at the misfortune of a fellow competitor, but hey, this is sport, and very competitive sport it is too. Kirby Chambliss has no alternative but to really go for it now. He will know that he clipped the pylon, so it's all about the dash now to the finish line. Peter Bergenier, it's not a done deal, but he can see his rostrum hopes very much more alive now. Kirby running in through gate 14, sprinting. Look at the time, he's over, he goes third.